the price we pay for beauty. Most these girls be in too deep. Don't try to make it too hard. You're perfect just the way you are. You are.
Ladies,
Don't let nobody change the way you feel. Cause can't nobody take away what's real. Who you are can't be bought. All that makeup.
You know what? I don't know. I don't know.
wait, so we live?
Technical difficulties.
We live, baby?
Listen.
Oh, we live, baby. I see myself now.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know why she wants to play with me today, but it's okay. It's all right.
You digress.
Yes, but anyways, hello everybody. Hello. I know it's been a while since we've had this little rendezvous. As far as myself, I can't speak for everybody. As far as myself, I've just had to take some time for me, myself, and and the energy that I do have, I had to give it to me and my baby. It's been a lot going on. I don't know if y'all believe in retrograde and stuff, but it's been whooping my okay. But it doesn't matter. We're here now, right? And yeah.
I'm sorry. Somebody said everybody looks so moisturized.
Moisturized.
I know y'all say don't read the comments all the time, but I have to. That's just funny. They said we look moisturized. Everybody look moisturized and flawless. I'm crying.
Stylez, please don't start today. For those who don't know, me and Stylez got married recently.
Yeah, we're gonna post a marriage proposal real soon. It was very extravagant.
It was.
Paris, you knew though. We told you.
I've been mute this whole time.
Have you said anything?
I didn't know I was mute.
Have you? Oh, probably because when the video was playing, you had to unmute yourself.
Yeah, I muted because I didn't want to be talking during the intro.
Oh, it mute you automatically from what he told me.
Oh. I heard Ashley talking while I was playing.
Girl, child, I mean, I know what's going on. Okay, I don't know. But we're gonna try to get it together. But anyways,
let's get it together. Let me get.
Oh damn! They all said
correctly. I have my Brad's mug here with my little Keto Coffee, and we're going to be spiking her with a little Jack Daniels. Okay?
I got me some wine. I don't get paid for this, so I ain't gonna advertise it like that. But
I don't know what I'm drinking yet. It's either gonna be water or tequila. We trying to see which way it's gonna go.
Spiked.
Wait, so how does spiked coffee taste?
It tastes so good. I don't know how to explain. It tastes like coffee with a little bit of liquor.
Kick.
And you know what? Have you ever had like a have you ever had
things? Those shots?
Yeah, like the little milk shots, like the little it kind of tastes like that.
Gotcha.
All right,
yeah,
ladies and gents,
noticed, you know what I'm saying? I had to get right. It was real nappy.
You was giving very much like you don't care about us. Like, how you gonna keep coming on camera and keep trying to hide and
I ain't had no hat on the last time.
Turning your camera off. It was very disrespectful.
Very disrespectful, and I didn't appreciate that at all.
I had a headache, you guys. You know what I'm saying? But the show must go on. But
as your wife,
because
my
wife, I'm married now, so I gotta look like I belong to somebody. You know what I'm saying? I gotta look like I got a home.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Okay, Paris with the bust down. We see you. What's going on?
The bust down Millport.
Yeah.
They're both down. Meanwhile, I just rolled out of the bed.
With the wingtip, all that.
Okay, just something real quick. Just a little razzle dazzle, real quick little song.
And wifey with the fresh out the bed. You know what I'm saying? A little 1-2.
Because you didn't come get your food, so I had to go lay back down. Obviously, you wasn't hungry.
But is my food still available? Because I was just telling Paris.
Not husband.
I only ate one time.
Not husband.
I don't know how you do this one-time eating thing.
Okay, so this is what happened. I called you because it was because I had a chicken egg roll. Just think about that.
Can you describe how big it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like this big.
Was it thick?
It was this thick. It was a good little, what they say, girth. It had a good girth to it. And they sliced it in the middle. And so
They ain't do the they ain't do the curve or nothing.
no, it was the
just
curve. It was the curve cut.
Oh, okay.
So I was.
Curve. We're not talking about blackberries here. All right, so
We talking about a chicken
The egg roll, baby.
roll.
My man ate an egg roll today, so I just wanted to see what it was like.
Yeah, but like this
who
chicken egg roll.
made you a curved
It was
egg
called
roll?
Big Dave's Cheesesteaks.
Oh, see, Big Dave was trying to give you something else, big child. He wasn't. I don't know what he was.
Big
trying
Dave
to
wasn't there. Big Dave was a woman.
Oh,
Her name was Samara.
that was Daquana.
No, her name was Samara. She was the nicest. She told me if I gave, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna tell y'all that off live. But she was nice. That was my first time, and it was really good.
So I summoned y'all here tonight because some of y'all have been seeing on my Instagram. Some days I be in my feelings, you know what I'm saying, and some days I be cool as a cat. And I had asked a question. I don't know, who all follows me on Instagram, but I asked a question, and I am curious to know on YouTube your responses. But my question was, what are some non-sexual things that turn you on? So that's going to be the topic of tonight's It's Cuffing Season. So I want y'all to let that marinate in your head, really think about it. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, there's no wrong answer. Your preference is your preference. But yeah.
It was
So-
definitely food.
Who wants to start this one off?
But before we start, as promised in my description, I have partnered up with Forver Roses New York, and I told them I would be doing a box opening of the roses they sent me.
Yeah.
And this is just in time for Valentine's Day, girls. So tell your man, okay, if you like what you see, use that code in that description box and get you some. Okay.
Buy me some. Baby, I'm surprised for Valentine's Day.
I haven't even pulled it all the way out the box. Like I really waited for this, you guys, for this moment. Okay. So this is I think you can choose from a circle or a square unit. I did square just because it'll be easier to if I need to move it around or do some stuff with it. But this is what it looks like. Pink is my favorite.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah.
They smell nice too.
What color are they? The light kind of tints it a little bit.
Yeah. Let me get y'all right for a second. Hold on.
Oh, they're pink.
Oh, that looks so good.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Did you already find a place for them?
Not yet, but like I said, these are called Rose Forever New York. You can find their website in the description box, as well as $25 off with my code Theliway. So go ahead and put your order in, baby, because I'm telling you, forever, like they last forever. Go ahead, get you some. Cut my little light back off.
Yeah, and they do last a long time.
Pinky. But yeah. So, who would like to start off?
Well, let me. Somebody asked me a question. What was I using? Yes, this was my Spears of Beauty, y'all. I love this little. Let me just look. It's almost at the bottom. Okay, get you some marshmallow. It smells so good. Okay, I would like to start off. I don't mind. Actually, no. Should I start off? Actually no. Let me shut up. Go ahead. Ashley, you can start. You can go left to the right.
Okay. Well, for me, a non-sexual act would have to be that turns me on would have to be like, it didn't even have to be an act. For me, I love a man that is groomed. Husband, you see, nice, clean cut, can clean up well, takes care of himself. Like seeing that you take care of yourself, because now that I've been like mingling and whatnot, I see how nasty men can be. You know what I'm saying? So like all that, like getting in them fingernails, you keep yourself groomed.
Wait, how
That's
nasty can they
something.
be?
Huh?
How nasty can they be? What they be doing or not cleaning?
Child,
Paris.
we're not even gonna get into that, but we just gonna say the fact that Negroes be nasty. Okay. So
People be nasty because it ain't just
people
Negroes.
definitely be nasty, but my end goal is to be with men, right? So that's my focus. Like for those who are bi, because I do identify with bi and all that, but my end goal for real is to be with men. So for me, what turns me on is seeing a nice, clean man. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't gotta be the toppest of shape. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, don't be, Fat Albert, but I do love me a big Al, but that's just not my preference, off bat. But you ain't got to be ripped either. But as far as appearance wise, like nice and clean, and you got you together. You paying attention under your nails, your toenails, what they looking like, what your teeth looking like. You know what I'm saying? All of that, like. Is your skin dry and you just walk around ashy all the time, or do you at least put on some type of moisturizer? You wash your face, or you just put the water and go? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do? Like, and then that follows into, I love a man that smells so good, like with and without the cologne. Like, if I can lay around you and we ain't took a shower all day, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just really just been kicking it, like. We ain't in there sweating or nothing, but we kicking it, and you ain't got no smell or nothing on you, but like you just have your own natural smell, and it's not giving. Go take a shower. I love that. I love that.
It's the way the spouse is looking so intently for me, like he just taking.
I was thinking about a lot of stuff in my mind.
I could tell.
What you thinking about, baby?
You.
Oh,
and the things that you were saying was running through my mind, and I was just like, damn. But I was actually thinking like, damn, I wonder what my non-cologne smell like.
You gotta ask somebody.
Yeah, because I don't think we've ever like really yourself. Like been up on each other like that to be able to know like what your scent is.
Right. That's what I was thinking about too. You going next, Paris, or am I going next?
Yes, I'll go next.
Oh, you ready now?
Favorite. Okay. It'd be the non-sexual acts that get me, okay? Like number one, okay, is the smile and goatee like combo. Like when a man has a good like smile and goatee combo, they can be doing the most irritating thing, and they just look at a little like
that's the most irritating thing. Oh my god!
Stop looking at me. Like I can't. I love that. Another thing that I love is attentiveness. Like I don't know how many times I've been so like turned on by the fact like I can get out of bed, and let's say that I left my house shoes somewhere and they're put back in place for me so that I can put them on when I got out of bed. Or you go to get in your car and your man and put a full tank in for you, and it was unexpected. It's just like the little thing to show that they care. Or you had a long day and you've been out, you call your man, he at home and you're out. This has happened to me a couple times too. I'm like, oh, this has got on my nerves, and this. And then you get home and you're awaited when you get home with some candy or like some dinner is made, and they just want to make your day better. Like it's just do little things that tell me that you care to make my life better without me having to tell you. Like it just makes it's the
act of kindness,
taking care of me without taking care of me, not like washing me or like nursing me back to health, but like you're taking care of me, making sure I'm okay, making sure I'm good, making sure that I have things that I need. Like I love that.
Okay.
So you like people that
princess treatment or nothing? Is that princess treatment?
Well,
I
no,
mean,
it's,
slick.
it's called active kindness. That's what it's
I mean,
categorized.
but realistically, even my mama, I'm sorry, but if my mama was like, I want to wake up with my house shoes next to me on the side of the bed, bitch, you better go get your house shoes off the side of the bed. Like, girl.
I was actually thinking like, damn, you actually keep your house shoes by the side of your
That's
bed.
what
That
I'm
was the
saying.
funny
Like,
thing.
girl,
I
wherever
mean,
they
I
is
have
at is
house
where they
shoes by
gonna
the
be
side of
at.
my
Like, go
bed,
get
but
it, go
they
get it.
just there.
But I mean, I feel it. I feel like that's low key princess treatment. Like, cater to me without like being on
It's
my
just
hand
more.
and foot, but like,
I
I'm
feel like it's more
anemic,
of.
so I'm always super cold. So I need certain stuff. Like I have to sleep with 2 blankets. I have to have my house shoes when I get up, or I'm gonna freeze because I don't like socks. I will never put my feet in socks or tennis shoes. I can't. So that's the closest thing I
I'm
need to.
sorry. I'm sorry. You said
So
what?
what do you put on your
I
feet
don't
then?
wear socks or sneakers.
So what you wear?
Do you
Boots
wear
or
any
heels or sandals.
closed shoes or like?
Yeah, I wear boots or I wear heels or I wear sandals, but I don't wear sneakers. I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like I'm gonna do the Running Man in sneakers. I don't know. I just don't
Girl,
like
not the Running Man. I'm not gonna play with you, girl.
they
I'm
You know,
not
it's
gonna play
crazy
with
though.
you.
Like I like when I see women with like sweatpants on, hoodies on, and sneakers.
and
Like
some Uggs, right?
no
Oh,
sneakers.
yeah, that's not me. I
Like
don't wear
that
sneakers.
like when you can look like fine as hell with like chill clothes on. That's sexy to me. Like just like dressed all the way down, like hair in a bun. Like it's just simplicity.
Mm.
I still haven't.
But
No, I don't wear sneakers, y'all. I hate sneakers on me. I don't have none of them. Oh, I do have gym shoes. Yeah, I have literally Snickers that I wear to the gym, but that's the only time like I have to wear them, like if I'm working out. And
that's why you
mainly
associate it
I
with
stopped
running.
going to the
Makes sense.
gym because I don't like that. So like if I'm working out at home, I bought these grip socks that have like grips all on the bottom of them so you can work out at home without shoes on. Like I really just hate sneakers. And as soon as I'm done working out, I throw the shoes off. Like I don't want them on my feet. I hate it. That's the only thing I could think about is my feet getting sweaty and then oh no, I just don't like it. I like my feet to be free.
Uggs with a
It's
baggy.
interesting. I've never like had like beef with gym shoes, but it's just definitely not my go-to, like my first thing. I'm trying to transition to be more into gym shoes, just like for my son's sake, because like when he sees any kind of my shoes, like the first thing he thinks is like shoes, you know what I'm saying? But then like he tries to put them on and you know what I'm saying? So I try to keep it kind of neutral around him where like I don't really carry heels out or boots and stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, whatever August blossoms into is his business. But like I try as far as my part to like kind of,
Right.
Yeah.
keep it straight and
Yeah.
narrow. But like I said, I don't got no beef with gym shoes, but I feel you, girl. Like it's just not really like my
Yeah, it's
thing.
just I don't have any beef either. I think some people look so cute in them. Like I think I've seen girls with like the Yeezys and the sweatpants and like the camel pants. They look really
That's what I'm
cute.
saying.
I
Yeah.
just can't. It's just not my style.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah.
your turn, Styles.
Right.
Mine's is not as like complex as y'all. I'm real simple. So like affirmation, like words of affirmation is really like sexy to me. Like if you could just tell me like good stuff, because I like not to stroke my ego, but like stroke my ego sometimes. Like
So you
to a
want
certain
somebody to be
extent.
like, so what is struck your ego? Like how far do you want that?
Like if you think I look good that day, tell me I look good. If you think I smell
Mhm.
good that day, tell me I smell good. Like
Period, babe.
if you like something I did,
Because you
just tell
looking
me.
real
Like you know what I'm
chocolate
saying.
over there. What I say on my post today?
You
I
know what
said
I'm
that's
saying.
a beautiful chocolate man.
You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that.
So
I appreciate it.
what about like so you're giving me vibes that you like the grabbing of the goatee and
Yeah, like grab like if you just grab like simple stuff. Like if you grab my face like that, instantly I'm
that's
gonna be
actually
turned
number
on.
one move right there.
Yeah, we'd have been in the car. She was like, "Oh, no, it was all right."
I
That's actually
know.
number one move right
Yeah.
there.
Even
I
if you
love
like,
me some facial hair, baby. Like that's what I was trying to say in my video on August when I put that filter on him.
oh yeah.
It was really like a 3-part video, but I had to cut it because it wasn't making sense. But I knew what I was trying to say. But baby, I love me some facial hair.
Like
I
even
feel
if you
like
like,
and I actually used it and when I tell you his reaction was
yeah, like it's like
they like that.
I feel
Like
like
because it's like
that's what they like.
facial
it's just
hair
like
on a man, it just gives very much like manly man. It gives like lumberjack. It gives like I will protect you with like a bed or whatever could be there, and I'm gonna make sure you're good. Like that's what it reminds me of. Like I love it. Like it just be
like playing my hair, just physical touch, but not like in a sexual way, like
yeah.
non-sexual physical touch, huh?
How does somebody play in your hair?
The same way you playing anybody hair. You can run your fingers through.
Okay. I thought you meant like, I was thinking of like when you touch the
Yeah.
scalp.
Oh yeah. If you scratch my scalp, now whatever we got planned after that, you might want to go ahead and cancel all of that. You scratch my scalp.
Already.
No, that's facts, yo. That's
like
facts.
my
And,
scalp?
like for me,
Oh, you like that too, though.
man. What?
she like her get her.
That
You seem like the type that's gonna fall asleep.
Who, her?
Yeah, after she
No,
get her
she
hair.
gonna be
I
like
might
this.
do one or two things. Okay. It depends on how you're doing it. It all depends. Okay. Because so listen, with my ex, I used to purposely not sew down the back of my wig because she would like pull it up and like get in my scalp in the bright girl. And girl, it's giving me chills talking about it now. And I used to just be like, oh my God, just take me now, just take me. Take me. But then, like, if my mama play in my hair, because back in the day, like when I used to get blogs and stuff, I would sit on my mom, like in the bed with my mom, and I'll lay on her lap, and she would just kind of like brush on my hair or whatever. And that, yes, that will put me to sleep. That will be like, that's
soothing.
so relaxing. Like, yes, I needed that. But depending on how you're doing it though, because if you really getting in there, you know what I'm saying? Like, even like when she used to touch on the top of my wig, like right here at the temples, and she's just going, ooh, ooh. I gotta stop. Okay. Yeah.
And also, like, if I could, like I was talking about chill clothes, like if I could still see your shape with chill clothes on, that also turns me on. Like being able to still see like the shape, even though you got on like baggy
so
clothes.
like relaxed curves,
not necessarily thick.
curves.
Yeah, exactly. You don't got to be thick. I don't discriminate against like thick or skinny. Like I don't have like a preference one or the other.
Someone said, "Did a track ever slip?" No, baby. No.
What else? Something
Track slipped out.
Oh, and if we could talk about goals, I love talking about goals and other ways to make money. So if we could talk about goals and ways to make money, you know what I'm saying? Like I love stuff like that. Like that also turns me on because then I'm thinking like, damn, we could go to this house that we, you know what I'm saying? Like if we could talk about growth is a big.
But I feel like before we even talk about goals, the communication got to be there. Period. Like I hate like not feeling like I could talk to my person. You know what I'm saying? Like if I had a good day, bad day, whatever, if I don't feel like I could come to you like, bro, man, today was lame as hell, or man, today was such a great day. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to tell you da. Like I look forward to stuff like that, but it's so hard to find people and then who will share that excitement with you or share that empathy with you. Like, damn, I'm so sorry you had to go through that today, or
like
wow, that's great. I'm so happy for you. Like, yeah.
I mean, but you got to think about it too. A lot of people, it's just crazy. It's like a lot of people don't really need to be in relationships because they're not mentally like some people are very insecure with things that are their current life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's hard for like a lot of times if they're insecure in their life, it's hard for them to like be able to relate because they're just thinking about all the things that they're not confident about. You know what I'm saying? But I do agree though.
Have you ever been in a relationship where like you are either like you're thriving and you're getting to like a different level and they're not, and you kind of feel like they're not happy for you? It's kind of like a jealousy type of thing, like, oh, you, or like like you're advancing to this level and I'm not, so I feel like you're just doing this because you're trying to leave me and go to get somebody else.
I mean, not necessarily a relationship, but I've been in a situation like ship that was like that.
And no, I've never been in a relationship like that. I mean, I've been in a relationship where I've elevated and that person like is right there, and I'm going up, but never where it was like jealousy or nothing.
It's hard for me though because I like to see like I like to help people and see people win. So like if I feel that, it'll make me like sad as fuck because like it's just like dang, if it was switched around, I wouldn't be like that. You know what I mean? Like
I would never be like that.
So like I take stuff like that personal. I'm actually working on like not taking stuff like that personal. Because I take it real personal, and I'd be like, dang.
As
And
soon as
I
I
just
happen
be,
for you, I mean,
yeah, because I'm gonna still help you, so it's not like I'm just going, you know what I mean? And I might talk my junk in the back of my head, like, man, I'm gonna leave soon. But in real life, like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm gonna
All
still
right,
help you.
Monique, relax yourself now. No, I'm playing.
Thank you, Monique.
But you guys in the chat, what are some of you guys' non-sexual preferences or traits or acts that really get you going? Like, what really gets you hot and heavy? Like, you wasn't asking for it, but I'm about to give it to you. Okay.
Uh, that's a good one.
Intellectual conversation is the way to a Pisces heart. We love
See?
talking about emotions and getting into someone's head.
Oh my, that's literally, yeah. Being able to, if I could tap into your mind and figure out like why you think the way you think, oh man, I'm gonna be stuck. I love to figure out like why people think about the things that they think about or why they do the things that they do.
I do too. That's why I wanted to
That's
be a
the
psychologist for so long, because I just love digging in people's brains. Like, why do you think
Mhm.
like this? Why do you do what you do? That's interesting.
Right.
I want to know everything. I want to know what happened to you as a kid to make you like this, or what happened to you in your adult life, like who you dated, why you dated them. Like I like to know all of that kind of stuff.
See, for me, I've gotten to a point where I do want to know your past stuff, but I
Not too
want you
much.
to want to tell me. I don't want to have to like go through the whole motions of like, so who is this person? Who is that person?
Right, right,
What,
right.
like, what does this mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want you to want to tell me like, you know, your own story in your own way. But I really try not to like focus too much. Like, I feel like the past does make you who you are, but I
Mm-hmm.
try not
Yeah.
to focus too heavy on it, because then what I do, I can't speak for everybody else, but for what I do, what you told me that you've done in the past or you've dealt with or encountered or allowed to happen, I feel like you probably still do.
Oh, I don't think like that though.
So you
But
judge them?
I was
I
up
don't
with you
want to say
until
I judge them, but I just put that kind of caution tape up. Like, I ain't not at this. That's why, like, I agree with a lot of people who I've been seeing a lot of videos on TikTok and on Instagram Reels where it's like girls will say, the next relationship you get into, do not tell that man what Bobby, Billy, and Ray did to you back in the day, and how they messed you over. Like, you know, speak highly of yourself and say what you like, what you're looking for, which is, my man took care of me. He did what he was supposed to do. He had great communication. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, like, speak what you want onto the new person. Because I feel like a lot of times when you tell people your past, they either try to use it against you, they bring it up on you, or it just kind of creates like insecurities and different things that, had you not even said nothing about it, they wouldn't have even been worried about it.
I mean, I think that's like it just goes person to person, like everybody, you know what I mean? But I can agree and see how that could be a thing, but also I just feel like it all is like situational to the person. Like I'm not
For sure.
gonna like if I know that something happened, like I'm not gonna ever bring it up. It's just gonna be in the back of my mind, you know what I'm saying? But not like as a necessary caution tale, but like just as a caution to make sure that's not a trigger, like I don't trigger that. Like I try to like now for real, like I try to be way more cautious of people's triggers. You know what I'm saying? Like because I know like I try to be real self-aware like of my presence because I don't want to like trigger you because I know that
Right.
that's the thing. Also too like what you were saying about like just setting the boundaries. I think that that's really the takeaway from it, honestly. It's just setting your boundaries. Like I was just talking to my older sister and she was telling me like when she go into a relationship, she lets them know that she has to feel want to be loved and wants to feel loved. If you can't do that, then I can't even continue this. She said it
Yeah.
out the bat. And I was like, I mean, that's important though, because you got to set the boundary of what you want at the beginning, the standard. Because if you don't, and then y'all start going and then you try to change the standard, it's going to be like, not everybody can adapt to that in a timely manner, I would say. So that's also important. Like if you meet a person and y'all have a certain type of relationship, that's probably going to be what it is. Like there are times where it elevates and grows, but a lot of times it's going to be just that because people get stuck into that.
Right. So two things. One, it's after 12 o'clock. So I just want to give a shout out to my little sister, Jay Monet. Woot woot. It's your birthday. Happy birthday.
Oh wow, her and Ty too, because it's his birthday too. Samurai Ty.
Hi.
Yeah, it's his birthday too.
Oh, well, tell
Happy
Tyson I said
birthday,
happy birthday.
Ty.
He's
AKA
actually out, probably getting drunk right now.
I mean,
But
as he should.
when he gets in, I sure will tell him. I'm gonna text him right
But
quick.
second thing,
Tell
bringing
him I
up
said
my
happy birthday,
sister,
please.
we were talking about this the other day as well. And a point that we had both made was that how do you know when someone is worth changing for? You know what I'm saying? Like when we want someone to change for us and we want them to change like because they want to for us, you know what I'm saying? But like when it's vice versa, you get what I'm saying? Like when, so basically my sister, like it's certain things that she don't like her nigga to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
But one specific thing that he don't like for her to do is like when they're in bed and she's scrolling on the phone. It's like, this is our personal time. You know, I work all damn
I've been in a
day
situation like that.
and
Yeah.
I want your time. Like, even if we're not talking, even if we're not like, you know, interacting with each other, it's just the fact that we're laying here in the bed together, watching a TV show. You're supposed to be paying attention. I want your attention. I want you present here. And I was telling her, I'm just like, well, just like how you want him to want to change for you when it comes to whatever you were asking him to change. Like, I think it was like something about like the girls he follows or something, or like that the fact that he's following a lot of females on Instagram, you know, whatever it was. And it's just like, how do you know when somebody is that person? Like, what's your sign, or what speaks to you that says like, yeah, this one right here, I'm finna make it work.
I feel like we should let them answer that.
No, yeah, this question is for everybody.
Okay.
But while waiting for them to respond,
you answer it first since that's your question.
honestly,
Have you
I'm
ever
still
been
trying to
in
figure
that
that
space?
out. I
Yes.
feel like I naturally love hard. And so every person that I connect with on that level, because I can't connect with multiple people at one time on the same type of level. You know what I'm saying? I can only connect with one. Like I can connect with multiple people, but as far as that real like strong bond, where like I'm waiting for you to call me, text me, you know, I'm waiting. Anytime I could be around you, like I'm trying to be around you. Like I don't do that with a lot of people. So when I do get that feeling like I'm comfortable with you and I feel safe with you, that's what makes me feel like I'm willing to change some stuff up. Like I'm willing to see what's going on. I'm willing to see like, okay, if I play it different with this part, is it going to better the relationship or is it a waste of my time? Because that's another factor with somebody that I've had dealings with where it's like they'll nitpick at me about you do this, you do that. I don't like when you do that. When I stop doing it, you still nitpicking at me. So does it really matter?
No. I mean, that's why I say.
Yeah.
But then that's why I said it depends on what is the sign for y'all that says like, even if they're still nitpicking or they're still making their comments or whatever, are you still going to change? Like what is that for you?
So I'll answer that because I've been in that position many times. I have as you guys know, I have a lot of bad traits that men think are bad because I'm very particular. I often get queen or princess treatment or whatever, or a brat or whatever. And I know that some of those traits are a little toxic, I guess. But I also know that the person I am is I'm a valuable person. So if you can deal with some of my stuff, that's cool. Now, it really depends like what it is that I do, if it's worth changing. Like if you're somebody who literally I can go through a million people and you're like that one diamond in the rough, maybe I'm going to be focused on changing some things, but it just depends on what it is. If it's some traits that you have that you know are toxic, if you're just a toxic person, you don't think you have anything wrong with you, that's a problem at first. But if you know you have traits that are bad and the person that you're literally obsessed with, like he does everything right, this is your one in a million. If he has issues with that, if you don't want to change for him or you don't want to change so that because you even know that that's a bad trait, you shouldn't change anything about yourself that you feel is good. But if it's something that you agree is bad, then why not? Like this person is worth way more than me being a brat all the time. But if it's something that's a good positive trait for me, I'm not changing that because I've seen a lot of girls do things that are like they change themselves for the worse for guys because the guy is a piece of crap. So like they're literally mirroring that guy who's a piece of crap as well. And they're like, oh, why are you trying to do this? Or you spend too much time working, you need to come home, or why would you tell your girl not to go get a bag? Like,
Well, I got a question.
just be at home not making any money. You don't even replace the bag. That's not a good quality to get her way. You know what I mean?
So what on like who's judging the scale of what's good and acceptable and what's not though? Because I feel like
you have to be realistic. Like if somebody has an issue with the things that you do, you have to be realistic with yourself and say, like, if somebody did this to me, would I like it? If he did this to me, would I like it? If a man acted towards me the way I act towards men,
but that's the thing, though, Paris. Who's really to really like put that on a scale? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's like when
it
you try
might
to
be
put on
some
a
things
scale,
that I might do that I feel like if a nigga did it back to me, okay, and you want a cookie? You want a
but
pat on
like
the
you
back?
said, like but thinking about you personally, like if a guy was a brat to you, that would be unacceptable to you. So
yeah,
it's like
because
that might not necessarily be a
and I told
bad
them it's
thing.
only one room for one queen, and it's me. And if you want to be a diva, you only get that time for your birthday. That's it. That's all. That's all you get from me. But any other time, baby, I'm the queen. Why are you?
I mean, I don't care about a girl being a brat, honestly, but
But then
what
at
was I
the
gonna
same
say?
time, though, you have to think about it. There's certain things though that a man is just not gonna do, and there's certain things that a woman is just not gonna do. Like
Right.
as different
But
roles
on
that
a
we play of the different sexes is just
it
some
should
stuff
be.
we're gonna be able to get away with, and you know.
But the thing is, I just think that like when you put it on a scale, like it kind of makes it hard because at the same time, it's just like, yeah, that's cool. But on one hand, it's just like you got to know when you should be able to be open to growth, I guess. Like you should be teachable, I guess, in a sense. You know what I
yeah, I
mean?
feel like
Like,
everybody
Yeah.
should be teachable. Yeah.
so like it's like to, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's just like, you just got to be teachable and willing to like, because if somebody says something repeatedly, then I take heed to it personally, just because it's just like, okay. But you know what I'm saying? You have to be careful with that as well, because sometimes people let their insecurities like shine through and then they project it onto you. So it's like, that's one thing. But then on the other hand, it's just like, you still got to think about it. Like, what am I doing to trigger this insecurity for this person? Because basically that's what it could boil down to too.
Yeah.
I mean, I think yes that we should be mindful of what could be triggering our partner, but I feel like our partner should be responsible for themselves as far as what like, yeah, you let me know when you do certain stuff like this or you say certain things like this, it triggers me. But at the end of the day, I feel like okay, so example. In my past, I had been taken advantage of in certain situations to the point where it kind of scarred me for a long time, which made me start dealing with women, to be honest, way back in high school. And when guys would try to, how guys would try to get your attention, they'll like grab your arm or something, and I used to like snatch the hell away, like, don't touch me, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I like, it would trigger me and it would really like get me going. So when I started trying to like build relationships with people, and they would grab me like I'm trying to walk off, or I'm trying to do my dramatic leave or whatever, and they trying to grab me, and like I would spaz. I feel like, as far as like for this example, that was something I had to deal with inside of me. Yes, I can tell my man or woman or whoever, please don't grab me like that. Please don't touch me like that. Please, that triggers me. But after a while, that just becomes a lame ass band-aid, if you ask me. Like, you have to eventually go deep down inside and figure out how to heal. Like, because if we constantly are just trying to like walk on eggshells to protect people's triggers and feelings and stuff, how are you going to grow? How's the relationship going to get some, I'm saying? The end goal for me, I don't know about y'all, but for me, I want that comfortability. I want to be able to feel as vulnerable as I possibly can with you and know that I'm still safe with you regardless of whatever.
To piggyback on that,
That's
I think
the
that to just add on to that, it's just like all of that stuff boils down to communication for real.
Yeah.
Like, so like if they, like a lot of people don't know that it's a trigger per se. They just know that it's something that bothers them and they don't even, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I was saying about like just bringing stuff to people's attention. Like, you know what I mean? Like you got to bring it to their attention and let it be known. Like this is an issue or this is happening, because a lot of people are not even aware that things are the way they are because they're looking at it as not a bad trait. They're looking at it as good trait. So it's just like, just really being like communication. Like that's really it.
No, I definitely agree with that. I also feel like like that almost goes into like a different lane, because I feel like everybody, because of things that happened to them in their past, they carry that trauma or they carry that baggage with them wherever they go. So you literally give most of that baggage to the person that you're with. Like they're going to be the ones that have to deal with all of that stuff. And
But that's
it
what I'm
gets
saying.
to
I
a
don't
place
feel
that's like
like
sometimes you
someone
don't need to
should.
be exactly. And if you have a lot of stuff that you need to deal with, that's why there's a lot of people who are in relationships and who that need relationships. You're looking to that person that you're in a relationship with as like your boyfriend, your therapist, your husband, your brother, your sister. You want them to be everything and help you and fix you. That's not their job. They're not there to fix everything. They
Relationships are
try to fix
ghetto.
something, but you maybe want to
That's
try to
my
be
husband.
single. You might
Marriage
want
is
to try to
different. I'm
be
talking
single
about
for a little bit.
relationships. That dating shit is ghetto. Dating is ghetto. Boy.
Right, but I feel like
I mean, it's just like
you might want to try to be single for a bit before you get into a relationship, because like that's not
yeah.
fair.
Some people don't even know how to be single. That's the scary part.
Yeah.
You ever meet somebody that they always in a relationship? You know it's crazy though?
They end a relationship and then they get into another one. It hasn't even been a calendar year
You know it's
before they
crazy
broke
though?
up with the other person.
It's more common in my homeboys than my homegirls.
Really?
See,
Really?
for me, I haven't claimed a man yet, like publicly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, behind closed doors, yeah, you my man, you my man, you my man. But when it comes to being public and vocal, I have not claimed anybody. Like, I'm not playing them type of game. Like, y'all got me up. Like, I'm not. Like, I refuse. Like, I'm okay with being single until I find that person that I feel like can handle me. And when I say handle me, I'm not saying like put me in my place or anything, but you down for the ride. Like, we gonna figure it out. And it's just like,
Yeah, I got homeboys. One of my homeboys from high school. He's
I
been in
don't see how
relationships.
people can really like jump from this person and then like post all y'all pictures, be all in love, then post this person, be all in love, that like, you know, and just keep going. Like, I mean, I'm all for move on, you know what I'm saying? Because yeah, like, should nobody like be suffering and just like not moving on with their life, like, because life still goes on. But I just don't get it how people can really just like,
I
I
got
ain't
two
trying to throw no
homeboys.
names out there or nothing, but the first person that came to my mind is Alexa Sky. Like, the way she be like,
She's a habitual dater, yeah.
yes, the way she be like,
That's
don't
bad.
settle, find the man that you love, and then they're broken up within a couple months, and then another month goes by, and then boom, don't settle, find the man that loves you, only princess. Like, girl, which one is it?
You
Like,
don't love yourself.
And the
Because
thing is, I got like I was
when you're in a relationship with somebody and you truly give them all of you or whatever, and like you break, how can you go to the next relationship? And I can't do that. I can't. It's just too much there. Like,
well, I got a question for that. So do you think that in relationships you're supposed to give your all to somebody?
no,
yes.
no, because let me tell you why.
It's getting
Let me tell you why.
spicy. Let me hear
This
both
is
sides.
and this is my opinion. And Paris, you can say your part. For me, I say no because Styles, and you know, and Paris, you know, the little whoop the whoop. You know what I'm saying? I'm going in full throttle. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put that pressure down. Like, I want you, I want you, I want you. But if it's not being reciprocated, you just exhausted yourself giving someone your all when you're not getting the same in return. You know what I'm saying? You should be filling each other up. It should not be I'm only pouring into you. Like, that's why the only reason why I say no, because you're not guaranteed that you're gonna get that back from a person.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying like bullshit them, and I'm not saying like, you know, like be fake with them, but I think giving them your all though is just a bit much.
So you told me something that I've taken into account. You've told me a lot of things I've taken to heart and, you know, into my life. Now, one of the things that you and Styles both told me is that I'm crazy and that I need to.
I mean,
I don't
I
think we
need
said
to-
crazy.
right. We're just concerned. We're
I read between
concerned
the lines, okay? Because
citizens.
when people are hitting me up talking about some, okay, are you Inspector Gadget today? Please put the magnifying glass down. Please don't go through that man's whole history and da da da. Okay.
You didn't listen.
So,
what are you talking about?
okay, we're not talking about that.
Okay, I thought we was. I thought
I
that's
might
what
not
we
have
said.
listened and still did it, but I took it into consideration. Now, one of the things that y'all told me is that I cannot feel that because some people have done stuff that other people will, you have to give them all a fair shot, and you have to go into every relationship,
Right.
Giving them the benefit of the doubt and not
Right.
turning that crazy on where it's like, I'm about to go through your da-da-da.
Right.
So at the same token, if you have to give everybody a fair shot, why is it fair that you put your all in for Billy and Bob, but then you get down to Joe? This is who actually deserved that, and then you didn't give it to him. And
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying you can't work your way up there.
No, hold on. I don't think in no relationship nobody should ever give their all to a person, because you have to leave stuff. Self-love is important. So like if you're giving somebody your all,
wait,
then
what
what
do
do
y'all
you
mean
have?
by giving your all? Because I
Like
mean,
really putting, when I say all, I mean like all, like really giving your all. I mean, like you can really love a person and not give them everything of you. Like you could, it's a way of work, like to do that. Like you could still like, because at the end of the day, self-love is the first thing, and then loving them is second. So like as long as it's not compromising your self-love, then give what you
Because
give.
because like
So
I
that's what I
said,
mean
it
by that.
becomes
I
very
guess
draining.
I never gave
So
anybody all.
now you're
Like I've
you're
dated
having to
people
fill
like 6
yourself
years.
back up
Right, exactly. That's
and
what
be
I
your
mean by
own
that.
cheerleader and still try to be supportive for somebody else who's only giving you 20, and you're trying to fill in them with the other 80%. Like it just don't work like that. Like
Yeah.
I feel like at the end of the day, I'm not saying that people, like, there's not a person that doesn't deserve your all.
Yeah,
But
balance.
as far as relationship wise, like, you're not my husband. You know what I'm saying? We didn't take no vows or nothing. As just my man, like as my dude, like as just a simple relationship. No.
The word all just is cringy to me. I don't know.
No.
The word
I
all
guess
just,
I was thinking all is meant like I thought you guys meant something else, but I get that. I don't give people my all either. If I guess when it comes to that, there's people I could have dated them for years, and after the relationship was over, you can call them and ask them for. They wouldn't even know what to tell you. They only know what I let them know. Like I don't divulge into all that stuff with people.
wow. Transparency. I love that. This pin one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The way I knew my husband was the one with the transparency crazy. Oh wow.
Yeah. I mean, because you should. Oh, also too, just being honest going into it. Like
And
when
she's
y'all in
pretty
a,
too. Hey, Sarah girl.
Shut the
when you go into a new situation, you should be, if you're dating other people, just being upfront about it. It should be normal. Like we should normalize telling people that we're dating other people when we meet, versus making it seem like we just gonna cut off everybody for them, because that's not realistic.
Okay. So speaking of that, piggybacking off of that, how much time do you feel someone should have to cut off their prior engagements to other people?
But
I'm
Or
not
do you
giving
feel
nobody.
like that's your
we
place to
are
say? Do you feel
committed.
like they should do it on their own, or you feel like you're giving someone a time limit? Like, listen, we locked in. Like, so if we locked in, like, what we doing? Like, what's
Time
going on?
limits push me away, first of all. Also too, I don't feel like that's too much control over anybody else's life that I don't want.
Yeah, I agree.
And the other thing would be, I think it's more so about the vibes and the energy. Like I feel like when we get to a place where we know like this is it, like I'm gonna just make it an effort to have the conversation. Like, look, I don't know what you're gonna do, but I'm ready to cut off all my prior engagements for you. You know what I'm saying? Like letting it be known, like this is what I want to do, and that's my choice. I'm not forcing you to do it. I'm just telling you what I'm ready for. Because I'm ready for it, and I feel like that's the vibe. I could be misreading what your vibe is. So it's really just about what the vibe is. But I'm gonna be vocal about that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm cutting off all my, you know what I'm saying, today. So, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna also make it clear, like it's no pressure for you to do it now too, because of me. You know what I'm saying? I want you to do it when you feel like it's time for you to do it, when you're really ready about this. Now, after I say that, if there's like an extended a long time, you know what I'm saying, then this not gonna work. It's not gonna be like I'm gonna tell you to cut them
Okay,
off.
so
My thing is, when it comes to that, is like I've been in situations where, like, if I'm talking to some other people and like there's one person that really has my attention, the people just
sit 3
fall
to
off
5
anyway.
business days.
That's what I was laughing at. That's what I'm like, exactly 35 business days. I feel like if we're talking, like, and I'm into you,
3
everybody else
hours
that's
next.
up and I'm talking to, they're not get. I don't feel the same way about them. So it's not. It shouldn't even take that long. They should be done before we even okay, I like you enough to know that I want to pursue you. Before we make it official, though, I'm gonna make sure all those is cut off because what do I look like us being together and it's still a dude hit me up my phone like, come on, let's go hang out and spend a night with me and da da da. No, I don't want to spend a night with you. I want to spend a night with Bob. I like Bob. I don't like you no more.
I mean, honestly, I don't know. I just feel like you should have a conversation and let that person be the thing. But you should give it a time limit after you've made the conscious decision that that's what you want. Because if y'all not on the same page, y'all not on the same page, and you don't need to force it or or try to tell them to dictate it. It should just be okay. Well, if you're not ready yet, then let me move on. It shouldn't be like a whole like thing about it. Like it shouldn't be a thing. Like you want to do it or you don't. Like you don't want to do it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna just go on about my business. Like.
Okay, so I kind of wanted to interact
shit.
with the single people for a second, and then I'm going to move on to the people who are dating, and then I'm going to move on to the people who are married.
We got a lot of married people, and the married person said we stressing them out.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. So my single people, I want to know why. Why are we single? What are you looking for? Is it like no one's speaking your love language? Is it like you honestly are not looking to date anybody right now? Are you needing a healing? Like I'm curious. I'm curious to know why people are single right now. And I'm gonna give y'all a second to put it in the chat, say what y'all gotta say. But my question again is, why are you single?
Okay, and while they're putting that in there, I also want y'all to put y'all answers in now so we can figure this out. Do y'all want to play a game tonight? If y'all do,
just put up it. What's your emoji?
Game. If y'all don't care to play a game tonight, it's late. Be like, nah, not tonight, sis. Let us know.
Okay, I'm seeing refusing to settle. I can dig that.
Somebody said I'm not dating and I'm not married.
Not looking. My life is in shambles. I feel it, sis.
No, for real. See, but at least you know. At least you're aware.
I'm single because dudes are intimidated by me because I'm young and I have everything I need and I don't need them for anything. And I can resonate with that, okay? Because there's a lot of people who conversation wise, when we converse and I'm listening to the actual words, like when you actually like sit and listen, like you stop trying to just say what you got to say, you listen. A lot of these fools want you to need them, but y'all not trying to be providers for real.
They want to control you.
How you want me to need you and you're not really trying to provide for real? Like you're not trying to be a man for real. And a provide does not mean necessarily just strictly financially. Providing me some type of security, some type of understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like these Negroes want you to just claim them and pop out kids and stuff, but don't really want to like take it all fully serious. Like,
I got a question for Finesse. So, what do you want in your man?
it's a good question.
Yes,
because you said
playing games.
You said they don't need you for anything. So, what do you want? Like, what do you want in a man? Look. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Gang, 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 gang. I want to date, not making an effort, and men are different these days. Yes, they are. That's what I'm going back to. Like, where is the security? Like, why? Like, you want me to need you, but if I gotta carry my own gun,
do it like it's my B-day.
Hey, baby.
You always hit the same notes.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, if I have to still be very independent, what is the point? What do I need you for? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I really want to ask that Vanessa girl to come up here.
I want to be able to have my feminine side out and be soft and be able to like be calm and submissive. And these dudes these days, they want you to do all that, but don't want to put the effort and what comes behind it to even get you there. Like they just expect you to just be submissive and feminine right off the bat, baby. I've been doing this without you for a minute now. Okay,
but you don't think that kind of like tarnishes the dating thing?
What you mean?
Wow. What you just said, like, cause you was like, I've been doing this for a minute, so it's kind of like you already got to stand there, like,
But
almost
the difference is I still want to find
no,
my
but I'm
man.
saying though,
you know what
but
I'm saying?
still,
Like I'm open to it, but I'm not like a few of them said, I'm not settling for one. For two, I'm not gonna just say I need you because I might be financially hurt or I might just want somebody to be around. I don't want to be lonely. Like whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to need you because you bring something else to me that adds to me.
I feel like it's a couple things. So what I mean by that is like I feel like setting the tone and the standard at the very beginning and not letting it go further than it needs, like not letting it go further than what it is. Because I feel like if you already know that you already have everything going for yourself and you don't need a man, it's like what's gonna make you open up to the man
But
to
I'm
even
saying,
get to that
I'm
point.
not saying that I'm not saying I need a man.
No, not you. I'm saying like because she said she don't need a
I'm
man.
thinking what I'm saying. I think a lot of us don't feel like we're not saying we don't need a man. We want the man. But I'm not gonna give in and just tell you I need you because that's what you want to hear.
No.
When you're not playing the part. Like that's the
Like, what do I need
disconnect.
you for? Like if you ain't going,
what's the point of being submissive to somebody who's not playing the part? Like just because that's what you wanted to hear, I'm supposed to just start playing the part for you.
I don't
like
think that
it don't work like that.
Right.
In that case, I don't need. And I mean, personally, if
and
I'm
I feel like
speaking,
as a real man who's a real alpha, regardless if I'm independent and I'm alpha material, as a man, you'll know how to handle me so that I feel comfortable enough to start knocking it back down.
I feel like if you're an alpha woman, you don't date an alpha woman, you date a beta man. And if you're like and vice versa. So like that's the thing. That's really where because a strong woman and a strong man are gonna clash a lot.
Let's just keep it real. Though.
Some people are strong women by default because they don't have a choice.
Which is what I'm saying. Like that's kind of.
So if I was given the choice to calm down and be a little more softer, hell yeah, I'm gonna take that. Like I love being a girl. I love being able to, oh my man, and I can't wait to cook dinner and da da da. Like I that's how we grew up watching that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I want that, but I'm not gonna settle, and I'm not finna let some lame ass up think they finna just walk up in my and just act like you doing something for me, baby. Listen, let me tell you something. I could do it by myself for sure.
I mean,
and I don't want it to come off like, yeah, I could do it by myself. I don't need no man. But in reality,
I don't think it's about necessarily stroking the guy's ego because I think that's what it's more so sounding like that y'all are like more so speaking about is like stroking his ego to make him feel like that.
Are not pushing P. Like men out here these days, they not pushing P, and P stands for provide. They don't want to provide nothing. They don't want to provide you food, shelter, nothing. They want to walk into something, provide nothing, and then think that all
niggas these days they want to be the female in the relationship.
Damn, I mean, I feel like there's a type of guy that's like that, and then there's not.
Right, and I feel like
the majority of men have transitioned to that. There's not really too many men that I've run across where it's like, and I'm talking about even old school, like it's to the point where our generation has really did a number on before and the people coming after. And at the end of the day, a lot of people have started, like our generation, they ask a lot of questions. They question a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That like if I'm gay, I'm gay, and I'm gonna stand on it. And I don't care what you gotta say. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of our generation is like, we are who we are. You gonna take it, or you gonna leave it. So that's where a lot of it kind of goes left to begin with. Because growing up back in the day, you got told what your role is, and you play that role, and you keep it moving.
I was about to say, like, so if you want, I mean, I just feel like realistically, if a woman wants a specific type of man, then she, in terms, has to be the woman that can receive that type of man. So, like, I feel like if you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but I don't think you realize because, like, there's really men are not pushing P. They want you to come into the relationship and give what women give to the relationship without giving what the man is supposed to give. They don't realize that women only want to take care of your home and want to do this and want to do that and do this and that, because
the problem is that okay, growing up, and it goes back to the generation thing I was just saying. At the end of the day, growing up, our elders and everything, like I said, you were told your role. You were told as a man, you're gonna provide. As a man, you gotta play this, you gotta do that. If you want a girl's attention, you take her on a proper date. You're chivalry, the chivalry, all that. They don't do none of that.
Okay, so
you gotta hold your own door. You gotta take yourself to the date. You gotta pay your own meal. You gotta.
Wait.
It's a lot.
So when you accept a date from a man and he doesn't do things on your list, do you continue to date or do you just stop dating them? Because I feel like if y'all, if not, just gonna put it on y'all like that. But like, I feel like if the standard is those things, then you would run into less of that. Like when you realize, so if you go on a date with a dude and he don't come pick you up properly or however y'all decide to get there, when he doesn't pull out your chair and all that stuff, if that's what you want and the dude doesn't do that, then what's the point of continuing to see him? Because he's not going to change and be that kind of person if that's what you want.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying.
But
Our
that's the
generation
thing,
has
but I
feel like
became
I
to the
can-
point where it's like we're okay with situationships. We're okay
Mhm.
with like doing stuff behind closed doors. Like you may not be the man that I want presently in public, but everything else, like I'll deal with
Yeah, but then
behind
that would
closed doors
be
because I'm
that would
not
technically
embarrassing
be
myself in public. But that's what I'm saying. Like we have to somehow get back to where is we even get to that point, because at this rate that we're going, we don't even get to make it to the dates. We don't even like, no one's really planning proper dates anymore.
I
At
just
this
feel like
rate, it's
if a dude doesn't,
we're
if a
linking
dude
up at the
approach you,
house.
if a dude approach you and he not trying to set up a proper date, then you shouldn't even talk to him.
You
Period.
shouldn't go talk to him.
No,
Like
yeah,
that
I
shouldn't even
agree.
be.
I
He shouldn't
definitely
even
agree.
be, because I feel like it'll cut down the BS. Like if you don't, when he enters your life, hold on, when he enters your life, from the moment he gets in your life, and he's like, I want to do this. If you tell him like, okay, well then set up a proper date. If he don't take it where it need to go, then that's not the dude you need to talk to. Then your dating experiences won't be so bad because you didn't even let that even interfere. It's
But
about
that-
you have
that
to be
don't-
more of a
it's
filter.
not even because it's not even like to the point where like you keep it going or anything. It could just still be draining. Just the fact that you have to go through 10 guys to do that to each 10 guy that you are like willing to be like,
It's
okay, let me
draining,
just
but
see
it's
what
dating
happens.
though. That's what dating is.
I don't
You
want to
gotta-
go
you gotta
speed
go
dating.
through-
I'm tired
you
of
gotta-
it. Like that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm asking my single ladies, like, what's tea? Like, what's going on? Like, talk to me, because
I mean, also too, you got to think about it. The area that you in, like, what's the statistic of men that have real careers that are like that can actually provide? Like, you got to just think about that. Like your dating area, like where you live, where your
baby,
location
it
is.
don't
Like,
matter.
it do matter though.
It matters,
to an
but
extent,
listen,
not a whole bunch, but it does matter a little
listen.
percentage.
Listen, I didn't lived all over Georgia now. Okay, you hear?
Okay, but that's just Georgia. But I'm talking about you got
I know, but I can only speak from my experiences, so I can't speak for
in
everybody
Georgia,
else. But
right?
for me, I didn't lived all over Georgia now here.
So
yeah.
it's
Baby,
time
it's
for you
rough.
not to date. So it sounds like you don't need to date in Georgia at all. Period.
It's rough. Okay, but now that I have a kid, I can't just up and go. And I've done the whole long distance relationship, and I mean, like, it's hit or miss. It'd be cool at first, you know, when you go visit and stuff, and then like when you actually like, and then because I've actually like had a long distance relationship where I actually moved in with the person and like we started a life and everything, and they weren't quite who I thought they were, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's just it's still it's a lot. It's
I
a
ain't gonna
lot.
lie. My ex, I'm not gonna say she trained me, but to a certain extent, because she was very hard on everything from the very beginning. Like her
Oh,
standard of what
thanks
she
for the next one. I hate that.
like. I mean, it's life though. But she really like put things into perspective. Like when I say like, so like hearing y'all say stuff like that, I was just like, not to say that I think y'all are just giving excuses, but you know what I'm saying? Some of it is excuses because it's the type of things that y'all are accepting technically. You know what I'm saying? Like with
No,
her,
I get that. I get that. Yeah.
with her, like if I wanted to do something, she'd be like, okay. Like when I was trying to date, like when I was trying to get at her or whatever, she was like, okay, we'll set up a proper date. Like that's just how she was. She was like, okay, we'll set up a proper date. Like at first, like we were just flirting back and forth and it was just casual. But like when I was like really showing interest in her, she was like, okay, we'll set up a date. And she didn't talk to me no more until I set up a date.
Okay, so I have a question. So do you feel like
She didn't make it easy for me in no circumstances,
no,
no
I
way
get that.
possible.
But I'm saying my question is, do you feel like that comes from home, like your home training?
Yeah. She seen her parents married and she grew up in a church and like so
I did too. I grew up
she
as
grew
a
up in a
Seventh-day
small
Adventist. My
town.
parents
Like
were married. We
yeah, she grew up in a
like,
small town, like you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like that's so in her mind, family was always important to her. So she knew that she wanted her man to be X, Y, and Z. So when
I
I
get
was
that, but when I say home training, I mean not even just simply seeing your parents, but having the conversation with your parents,
no, her
because
mama never had that conversation with
that's
her.
what I'm
They didn't
saying.
even talk about
I
stuff
feel
like
like some people, because like my daddy never sat me down and was like, This is about like you need to know this about God, you know that about God. Like a lot of stuff I've learned how to like it's come from trial and error.
Yeah, her
Like,
her
but I
parents didn't do
have
that
friends
either.
who their parents legit sat them down and was like, listen, if this is what you want, then this is what you have to do. You know, the proper way of like getting to know people and like how to bring people into your life and stuff. So I don't know. Just a question.
She did for her specifically. I don't know about nobody else, but
yeah,
nobody like she never. That's just what she always wanted.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
then
that was just
you got to think about. I've just seen someone saying online dating. That's another big thing. Like the internet plays a big role when it comes to our generation, and I feel like that's another reason why a lot of stuff moves a lot faster than it should. And there's certain things that like may not always mark off, like you know, certain questions that need to be asked or certain actions that need to be done or being able to see for yourself like what's going on, or you know what I'm saying, like that's another thing.
I mean, I just feel like a lot of times in dating, people give, if a person has one of the things that they like, they cut them slack in a lot of different things. And I feel like that's why like a lot of people's experiences are what they are. Because I feel like if a person's like, oh, well, they come up to you like this or whatever, and it's like, oh, that's not really how I like to be approached. But you this and that, you got this and that, I'll give it a chance. And then, you know, you find some things that you do like about them. I feel like women in general, I feel like cut men a lot of slack. My ex did not cut me slack on nothing. I was in college, a broke college kid at that, and she still was like, take me on a date. And I'm like, baby, well, what money? And then in her mind, because that's how I was conditioned to think money, you need money to do stuff. She was like, nah, like set me up. It don't gotta be like take me out to eat, like none of that. Like just set up a date. It could be something simple. And I was just like, but exactly. Like, so it's also about like just figuring out ways beyond ways. So it's like that's really what she was telling me, and I didn't even get it till like later on.
Let me answer that, because I feel like I definitely get where you're coming from, and like girls giving guys slack because of, I guess they're just so used to guys getting it, so they're like, okay, well, most guys are like this, so this is all that's out there. We have to do with it. I'm not that type of person though. Like I definitely can read the red flags if somebody's my type or not by what we're talking about. The first meetup is going to be, they talking about, you know, crazy. Some people will say things that are so asinine to me, like, you want to come over my house? No, I don't.
You seen that post I put up? I said, I don't know if I'm old school, but I don't believe every and anybody should be able to come in your house. Like, I do not agree with that at all. Like, there is no way in hell I'm gonna let a stranger come to my peace, like my place of peace, and come kick it and come lay up with me just because like I was wanting some type of attention. Like, baby, we can FaceTime for all that. You laying right here with me. Yup. Mm-hmm.
Like these dudes want to come to your house. They want to and think it's cool because they want to bring you some. I want to bring you some food. You're not going to bring that food to my house. You're
I mean, but you're setting a standard. You're setting a standard or something.
I don't nothing, because if I decide to separate from you, I want to separate. You're not about to be sitting outside my house. I don't want you to be able to ride past and ride. Nothing. No, we need. I don't know you that well, sir. Not at all. And that's not cute to me. Like, even, and if you don't have enough funds, where it's like, okay, I get what you're like, oh, how am I going to take you out? I don't have the funds. I don't think that everybody's looking for a millionaire. But at the same time, if you're looking to date somebody, when I'm talking to you and you're ready to date, I'm assuming in my head that you have enough funds to take care of yourself, plus a little extra because you're looking to add something to your life.
Right. If you're talking to me, obviously.
I mean, but just to be real, men don't always think like
so
that.
What can you do with another person? Especially
give you everything else. Like that's the thing. Like, so even just that alone, like, not to say in every case, but sometimes men just haven't came into whatever it is that they're coming into. Like, you could be the thing that actually puts the battery in his back, because men are providers and women help motivate the men. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, so you could be the
don't pay the bills, baby.
That's cool, but you're already paying.
Okay.
But you're thinking about it like that. But you're already paying your bills. I had this
question that I was gonna ask.
Your bills are already paid.
But I feel like, so how long do you wait?
It's not waiting. It's just y'all are dating, getting to know each other, and figuring it out.
I know. But I'm saying within that dating period, you're still technically waiting. You're when you're dating, you're not in the clear exactly. You know what I'm saying? You're not You're not straight off like, yeah, you're good. Like,
before I answer that, I gotta go back to what I was saying. So when you're dating, what do you want from a man? Because now it kind of changes a little bit. Because you're already providing for yourself. He's already provided for himself. So aren't y'all supposed to like come together? Or you just want a man that's going to be able to provide? Although you don't need a man to provide for you because you're already providing for yourself. Yeah, I made that part clear. But at the same time, now you want a man who can provide for you, even though you don't need that part.
If you
You
can't
need
push P as a man, when you get into a relationship with a woman, don't expect them to be pushing F. They're not pushing on femininity. You're not getting the feminine things that you get from a woman that you're not providing for. Like, don't expect stuff from me that you're not going to give the opposite, but what needs to be reciprocated for that for me to give it to you. And at that point, if we're not giving each other what we really want, what are we doing?
But if you want money, then just get a trick.
It's not even about money. It's not even about money. Like,
I mean, okay, so providing, when you boil down to providing, it's like it starts
I always
at
say,
like
as
this,
long as
but
you can
it
take
goes
care
all
of
the way down.
yourself with a little bit of extra, that's all that anybody really needs when you are in a relationship. But provide, I mean, like, honestly, do you need to be a millionaire to provide a meal for your woman at the end of the day? No. Do you need to be a millionaire to provide a nice
That's why I said security, because security does not always mean you'll fight for me, but it could be as simple as if I tell you I'm hungry, I have that secure knowledge that if I say I'm hungry, you're gonna feed me. If I say I'm cold, you're gonna make sure you somehow warm me up. That's security of knowing that I'm safe with you. Like whatever I need, even big, small, tall, like it don't matter. Whatever it is, you're providing that security for me to know like I'm good with you regardless, whatever it is. Like I could need $5 for the damn meter, baby. You gonna cough up that $5 or that's all. Like where's the security? Like, you know, like that's just me.
Right. And I'm not gonna even cut slack and be like, oh well, you take care of yourself, so I don't have to think about that. I think of it as the same way as like I don't know if anybody's ever I feel like it's if you have kids, people think about their child. If your child comes to you and say they need something, you're not gonna tell them, oh well, I know my child gonna need something tomorrow. I ain't gonna have it, so they just gonna have to do without. You're gonna do what you need to do to make sure that they have it. So because you care for that person and you want to make sure they're okay. So every day you wake up, if you feel like, I just feel like you should be like, okay, let me make sure I got an extra $50 because just in case, you know, she gets to the point where she can't eat and I need to get whatever, I need to make it happen. Why are you not? You need to be in the mindset to make it.
I guess
happen.
what it boils down for me is I just feel like in dating, especially like just based upon what y'all are saying, it just should be more intentional, the type of guy that y'all really going after. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, since we're on the topic of dating, for my girls who are dating currently, what's tea, sis? Like what's working for you? What are you enjoying about your dating experience? Like what's keeping you in the game? You know, like what's motivating you to keep trying it out with your person? Talk to me. Let me know. Because we all single talking about dating and whatnot. But let's talk to the people who actually are dating and living the lifestyle for real.
I feel like realistically, this is why I'm single. I'm gonna tell y'all. I feel like people don't know what they really want. Like realistic. Like I know exactly what I want. I know what kind of life I really want. Like in real life, like outside of everything else, I know exactly how I want my life to be. And I feel like dating isn't like that. Like dating is more like a what can you do for me at this moment versus like building and really growing. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like dating nowadays is really about dating. It's about financial status, really. It's more about like what can I give you money wise or like materialistic wise versus it being like let's really grow and start a family.
Money, even if it's I need some groceries
if
or
we're
something.
dating, I'm gonna definitely
take
care of you
like
as I need as I
something.
can.
Like it's just the fact of coming through. Like it was one guy I was talking to where he was like, I'm about to stop at the gas station. Anything? I said, yeah, I need some water. The man came with a whole 24 pack.
Yeah, because I never know how much. But that's what I'm saying. Like that's simple though.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying. So it's just like when y'all
provide it, and I appreciate it.
You get what I'm saying. But like I think it's just like digging deeper into what you mean by what you say.
Right. Yeah. Every guy's not gonna be like that. Some men are gonna come with the bare minimum, and there's gonna be women who are okay with that. So I guess like I get what you're saying. Like you need to date people who are on your level because everybody's not gonna be
that matches what you mean by what you say. Because your definition of what you say by provide and her definition is way too. It's two different definitions of provide. Like the lifestyle that this person wants is nothing. Like it has to just be intentional. That's what I mean by like really being like intentional on what you're saying and meaning by what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, because a lot of times, like, this is the problem I be having. Like, just because you say this word to me this way, like my mom taught me how to say yes and in different things thousands of ways. So just because you say this word to me, it could mean thousands of things. So that doesn't mean that I'm going to interpret it the same way you meaning it. You have to be intentional and really say what you mean by it. Like really break it down and have a conversation. That's why real communication is important.
Right.
Because people think that me just telling you my whatever I'm trying to tell you is that it's deeper than that. Like you really have to break down. Like if I'm really trying to have a real conversation with somebody and I really want them to understand, I'm gonna break down every word of what I'm saying. And it might be repetitive to them sometimes, but at the end of the day, I gotta make sure that you understand what I'm saying because I don't want it to be misinterpreted. So in order to do that, I have to, when I say this word, this is what I mean by that. I don't mean like that. I mean like this. Like, you know what I
See,
mean?
but I'm not doing all that. I'm not.
I mean,
I'm
but
not,
you should.
I'm
I
not,
mean, listen.
No. What I do is I'm asking you, because I've learned this in therapy. You ask that person, you give them a chance to, you say, so what did you just hear me say? That way you can kind of get on the same page of like how their mind is working, how they interpret what you're saying. So that way you can know where to go from there. Because I've been in relationships where I've been with people where I'm saying the same thing in different words multiple times and it's still not clicking. It's not clicking. You know what I'm
That's what I'm
saying?
saying
Where
though.
if I
So
would have
like,
took a moment and been like, okay, so what are you hearing me say right now? Because obviously we're speaking two different languages.
yeah.
So what are you hearing me saying right now so that I can further figure out how,
which is why clarification is key of what I was saying.
for sure.
But so like it's the
And
same thing, but
finesse,
it's just
you
like
said dating one person, baby. Baby, if you want to date whoever, how many, like I said, dating is dating. At the end of the day, you're not married, so how is dating for you, boo? Like, you got you a little roster, you got your one and done. Like, how it worked for you? Not to cut you off, style. Sorry.
oh no, I don't think I was even saying that. I don't know. That's why when I say like dating is ghetto, that's what I mean. Because I feel like people don't really know even how to date, like realistically. That's why I think it's ghetto. Like, yeah, I don't think people know how to date. Like, I think that people have like an idea of like what they think dating is, and so that's what they go with. And I think just because like, you know, sometimes like you were saying earlier about like people having a conversation and stuff, I got to see my grandparents do stuff, so like it kind of like helped me a little bit. You know what I mean? Like just see like what I would want to do and what I wouldn't want to do. You know what I'm saying? Based upon what they were doing. You get what I'm saying? And then with my mom and my dad, they weren't together, but they always had this like back and forth situation, even still now. Like, you know what I mean? So I've had different examples of like things that I could kind of like pick up on whether I like it or not. You know what I'm saying? But whew, dating in this era is rough.
It is.
And not to put y'all in my business or whatever, but like, I downloaded a couple of apps or whatever, right? But I bumped up. I bumped up the age gap, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I wanna see, like, I've talked to a few guys who are like in their 30s, but I feel like that's still too close to my age range. So I'm trying to see what's up with poppies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it will help. Maybe what I'm hoping for is interacting with older men who do know what they want and what they're looking for will help me figure out what exactly I'm looking for. You know what
See
I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying?
Like,
But like at least you're honest about not
yeah,
knowing exactly
I
what you're
can
looking.
admit for
That's
sure.
what I mean. That's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people
I have an
don't have
idea,
that.
but
Right.
I don't execute it how I should. And there's times where it wavers. Like I told y'all, one day I wake up and I want to be married. And then the next day I wake up and I'm like, F niggas. Then
But
I
so
wake up
listen,
again, I'm like, well,
so do
maybe I
you
could
think
do like
that
a whole, like, you know, we together, but we ain't got to get married as long as I know that you with me and we together, like we cool. Like my mind changes frequently all the time. So
do you not feel like that plays a role in how dating is for
yeah,
you?
that's why I'm choosing to be single right now, because as I'm talking to certain people, okay, so once again, not to put y'all in my business or whatever, but it was this dude who, I don't know why he got blocked, but apparently he had been blocked for years, right?
Dang.
He hit me up on IG because back then I really was not playing that shit. Like, and I had a girlfriend. I don't need not near one of y'all niggas. Like, I'm good. I'm moving on. But anyways,
Parents,
so
they
he
say
hit
you
me up
judging.
like, "Can you finally unblock me?" I'm like, "All right, what's up?" So he get into like, oh, basically encouraging me to be an OnlyFans girl and start doing like porn and stuff. I'm like, hold the hell up now. Hold on a second. First of all, I have a kid. Okay. Second of all, like, that's not my personality. Like, when I was a dancer, I was very like, conservative. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I come off like I'm with all of it, but at the end of the day, I'm only with all of it if I'm truly comfortable. I can't just like
He
be
was
with
trying
the
to
ish.
keep pushing pimp.
Listen,
Okay.
like really encouraging me and like, asking me like, could he pay for this and that and for videos of this, that, and it was just like, whoa. And from that moment, having a conversation with him, and then when he tried to turn it around later and try to like communicate with me and was like, you don't be answering none of my messages, and I be trying to kick it with you, I'll be trying to catch up with you. I said, first of all, I don't like the conversations we had. Like, first of all, and then we got to this whole ordeal about, well, you can't judge somebody off the first conversation. And why the hell I can't? I said, at the end of the day, I'm listening to the conversation we're having, so I know how to move accordingly, if I want to give it energy or not. So from that moment on, if I don't like what we're talking about, I don't have to give you any energy just because you feel like, oh, I feel like I had to say that to get your attention or just for you to even respond or whatever. That's lame to me. Like, that's corny. Because at the end of the day, what I'm looking for is definitely not that. I may not know exactly to the T what I want, but that ain't it, baby. And I was trying to explain that to him. Like, at the end of the day, listen, you could be a great guy, but just because everybody's not good on their first impression, it still plays a big role, though.
Right.
Because like you said, Styles, if we're really trying to be serious here, you got to start it off from the foundation, from the base, from the get-go. So if soon off the bat, as soon as you get my number or we're having some type of interaction and all of a sudden you going straight for it, it's just like, I already see where you're going, the direction you're trying to head towards. And that's nowhere near where I'm going. Like, I want a man. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm looking for just a partner, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm looking for a legit husband. But I know for a fact,
it ain't a pimp.
it ain't that.
It ain't a pimp.
I'm gone. I'm out.
Yeah.
So,
Hello, V.
some of these. Let me see. No, thanks. Where are all the
I have so much to say, but French is my first language. I'm fighting for my life right now.
Who said that?
Sarah.
Oh.
Je m'appelle Sarah.
Ava feels like a lot of us don't know what we want until we get it.
Merci.
Ooh, that's scary. To me.
A lot of us don't know. I feel like a lot of us don't know what we need until we get it.
That's scary. Okay, so this is the question. So y'all say a lot about what men should do. What do y'all do? What do y'all contribute in a relationship? Like, what's your thing?
Okay. I feel like that's different for everybody.
Right.
I feel like
for everybody, as in when you dating the person, like everybody that you date, or you mean like?
I feel like it's different for everyone because it like what you provide. I feel like when it comes to dating, what you provide to the relationship is going to be different for every relationship because everyone's going to value different things in you. They're not going to always value the same thing. So there could be qualities about myself that I feel like should be valued, but somebody might not value them. Where another person might be like, oh my God, that's exactly what I wanted. I want that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I feel like it's kind of hard to say. I
don't know. It's just because like when you're dating a guy, you don't feel like it's the same thing in reverse.
Listen, for me, for what I've just seen in this past little whoop, I was giving that nurturing side. I was giving some type of providing, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, I may not be giving security as far as like, don't mess with my man, but I was giving security in a sense of, you ain't got no groceries, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind getting you a couple of groceries that I know, like, just to get you right or whatever. If you're missing, like maybe you need something in the house, like some toilet paper, whatever, you run a little low on toilet paper. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, looks like I try to help make it easier for you. Just like how I want them to make it easier, make my life easier for me. I try to fulfill it in the spots where I feel like, you know, you ain't asked for it, but I'm a help out here and there. Like I'll cook, you know, I'll clean up. Like you may not ask me for that stuff, but I feel like if I'm really trying to be serious with you, then for me, all I can do is what I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Like whether you're here or not, if that makes sense. Like I'm not trying to provide anything that I wouldn't do for myself, that I don't carry within myself. You know what I'm saying? That I wouldn't be wanting you to give in return. Like,
So the thing is, though, those are great things. However, how do you know that that's what that person needs or
I
even
feel
wants
like
at
when
that
you
point?
first talk to somebody, that's when you kind of figure out like what it is that you guys are even going to do together. Like if you want something from someone, and I know absolutely I'm not going to fill those roles for you, we're going to waste our time. And I feel like that's so important. I find that out within the first couple conversations. Like, what is it? I feel like that's one of the first questions I ask. Like, what is it that you're looking for from me? Like,
no,
or from
yeah, and that's why I said with this little whoop doo,
if
because
I can feel
that's
that,
not like
I
Paris
would
said.
do
With
it.
every relationship, brings out different things for that person,
Mhm.
and like Styles been saying, it goes back to simple communication. Whereas, like Paris was saying, you ask like, "What are you looking for?" Like, what you know what I'm saying, but I'm one of those people, like, even if we haven't had the legit conversation, I'm not trying to be, I'm not saying like I be like listening hard as hell to people's conversations, but I listen to people when they talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may not directly have said to me, "Oh, I'm looking for this, and this quality," but if I'm listening to you speak to your peers, or to like you on the phone with your mama, your brother, sister, whoever, you know what I'm saying? Or just you talking and like we're all in a group conversation, and it's just like I'm tuned in and I'm very observant. I'm gonna figure out what part I'm supposed to be playing.
Mm.
But it does still go back to communication, because just because you feel like you heard this and you heard that, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said it goes back to asking a person, so what did you hear me just say? Because you could take it as, oh, well, he said he needs somebody that's going to always clean up his house, that's going to do the laundry, that's going to do this, do that, because I'm not doing it, da, da, da. And then you doing all that, and that's not quite really what they're looking for. Like, it's like, that's nice and all, but that wasn't the make or break factor for me to like take this serious or be who you want me to be
Right.
for you.
I think also too is important to know like who's fun and who's for real. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like
Oh,
it's really
yeah.
the difference between the two, because some people are literally just fun, and
Right.
then some people they for real. Like,
So,
and
my
it's like
married
you really
people, how
you
did
gotta
you
know.
know?
I
How
mean,
Yeah,
I
did
how
feel
do
you
you
like
know?
I'm not
that
married,
he
but I
wasn't
feel like
just a fun boy?
I feel like
You're not married.
I mean I'm married, but I'm not. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? Like this is new. I'm a newlywed,
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm
No, but
not
for real, my
seasoned.
married
Listen,
people, how did you know like this was for real?
and
This is who I am, like saying my vows to.
this is how I think you should know. I feel like if you can have an open and honest conversation from the very beginning, and it not be like a judgment zone, but a more of a place of understanding, and they take what you share with them as an opportunity to grow with you versus to shame you, and you know what I mean, taking your low qualities and help building up your qualities on both sides, and really understanding what you, because what y'all was saying, that's why I was asking y'all that, but like understanding what you as your person needs, and also being able to communicate what they need as well, so that they can receive it as well. Like I feel like really understanding themselves in you in order to grow and make a bigger thing, you know what I mean, which would be the family or whatever y'all want to, however y'all want to go about it,
But
and really being on the
I
same
feel like
page.
there's a big key point that's being missed though, because Veronica, I always say her name wrong.
I know you talking about Cashapp.
Veronique says there is some great actors and actresses out here, and I definitely agree with that. It's so many people that bring you a version of themselves that they know that people are going to be attracted to, but that's not them.
But
Mm.
but this is the thing. It
And
depends
then
on
you
what
fall
those
for the
things are.
act, and then you get with them, and then that's why you months later, a year later, when they stop doing that, it's like
But
this
y'all are
is
still
not the
just
person
dating
that I
though, so
knew
it
years 6
doesn't.
months
Yeah,
ago.
that's y'all are dating though, so it's okay.
Right. That's why I'm
If
asking the married people, what what made you be like, yeah, this is it. This is it. And from what I'm seeing, a lot of it is just very simple. It's just as far as being comfortable. It's just feeling secure, which is all the things we talked about.
Oh, and also too, I'm gonna have to get off here in like 1 minute, 2 minutes, because my phone is gonna die.
Yeah, mine is that's why I'm trying to wrap it up like with the last question to the married people, because my phone is like on 20%. But yeah, I think still love him, flaws and all. I think that's very important too. Like,
Yeah.
not to fully change somebody, but to also be able to accept the things that you may or may not be able to change, and be okay with it. Like, if it doesn't change, are you cool with that?
And I mean, because a lot of times, like with my grandparents, I guess when they got together, my granddad, he always is a provider, even when he didn't have it. So he just gave whatever he had. But I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we live in a world where, like, you can't fall off your game with a woman these days, because she's going to be like, oh, you're not this strong provider that you were. Like, you can't, it's like you almost can't have bad days, and you can't be human at the end of the day, because society has made it to where, like, you got to be that guy that
Yeah, but
already
it's the
has
same
X,
for
Y, and Z.
women. It's the same for women. These guys, one of the posts I put up, and I asked, so don't fight me because I know how y'all like to tussle. But why y'all want a homebody girl? She's sitting at home all damn day, cooking, cleaning, all that good stuff, for you to go out and entertain hoes. And you know, you telling her like, don't worry about it, don't worry. Like, you know, I'm just out, that I'm enjoying myself, blah, blah. Like, it, I feel like say the woman all of a sudden be like, well, you know, I'm about to start going out. Then a dude will be like, nah, I'm good off of you. Like, that's not the woman I wanted. I wanted a girl who sit in the house. Da, 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 woo, woo. And it's just like, bro, like, what do
Okay,
you
so I got to
mean?
say this. So if a girl's staying at home and her man is always out, and she has to constantly question who is this and who is that, why is she still with him?
I mean, he may not necessarily be in her face, but it's just a simple fact that you get to go out
I mean,
every
but that's
night.
but at
You
the end of the
probably
day, that's
mingling because I mean, who's not gonna go out and not say something to
a
somebody? You know what I'm
homebody
saying?
girl
Like,
and a guy that's always out. Don't sound like they're an ideal couple to me.
But that's what they want.
but I'm
But I'm
exactly.
saying though, but for her, she has to set the standard of that's not what I want. She want a man that's gonna be at home because she at home. Like, why would you date a man that's out if you want to be at home? That don't make
It's
sense.
the craziest thing. They don't want that. They want
And sometimes it may not even start off like that style. Sometimes it could start off where like y'all in the house caked up, like they said, it's actresses and actors.
But
So it could be
at the
like
point
at the
when this man
beginning,
show
we
you,
we caked up every day, and like this is going on for months and months and months and months, and then all of a sudden it's just like boom, I
okay,
need
before I
space,
get
and
off
then
here, I'm gonna just
boom,
say
you
this.
out every damn day, and then boom, it's just like
Before I get off, I'm gonna say this. If it changed, one of two things happened. Something changed and yet the dynamic of your relationship changed, whether it be because somebody lost interest, something happened. So at that point, if there's no conversation being had, then what happens after that is strictly on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because at that point you're accepting it. Now, if no conversation is had, and you know what I mean, or if y'all do have the conversation and the person doesn't change, then obviously that's not the person for you. You know what I'm
facts.
saying? Like, people have to really step up with standards and what they really mean, and really stand on standards. If you're a homebody, I don't see why you would a man that's out. And if you're a homebody and your man start going out, I don't know why you still with the man. Like, it's
Right.
just like, to me, I don't know. I guess it's just like 1-2. You know what I mean? Like, I love hard, but at the same time, I know how to just be like, you know what? That's not a situation for me. So I have to step back.
yeah.
I mean, I feel it. I definitely feel it. I was about to say something.
His phone died.
Yeah.
Bye, Styles.
I was about to say
Me
something.
too, and I literally forgot. I'm trying to cut everybody off, and I'm like, I know the type of person I am, but I don't say what's in my head at that second.
It's
Bye.
over with.
Bye, thought. She's gone. Maybe I need to start writing it down. When I think about this, I'll remember.
Well, I guess we'll just go ahead and wrap it up because, like, I really like lost for words. But I feel like this was a good chat. I definitely feel like we could definitely, if y'all want, we could pick this back up or we can move on to the next topic next episode. But I definitely feel like we reached some good new points. We talked about a lot of good stuff. I love hearing from you guys and seeing everybody's perspective. Congratulations to those who are married for years and years and years. I wish you nothing but more happiness and more years. Those who are newlyweds, congratulations as well. I pray that you definitely, rack up on those years and really I hope that you really found your person and that you guys get to live happily ever after. For my girls who are dating, keep fighting, y'all. Keep fighting. There's somebody out there. I promise there's somebody out there. But I think a great point that Style said that I think that we all can really walk away with tonight is really just writing down. And I say write it down because just like how just a minute ago we lost train of thought so quickly, really write down what exactly you want. Where do you see yourself? Like when people ask me the question, where do you see yourself in 5-10 years? Like, think about that, and think about where you want your love life to be and how like what does it look like to you? Like really draw out a legit picture of what it's looking like.
Louis said we need to listen to Styles.
Baby, let me tell you something. I call Styles damn near every day. Okay, that man give me advice every day. Like I love having a real man who can keep a platonic relationship. Like we flirt and joke around and stuff, but when I say on me, my mama, my son, everything, I've never done nothing with Styles. Like he's never been inappropriate. I've gave a little twerk, whatever, because we in the club, whatever. I'm gonna dance with my guys before I dance with a stranger. But he's never disrespected me. He's never, that's an example, and it shows that there's still some real men out here, and that there's hope, y'all. There's hope. There's hope. But from moving on from that. Y'all keep asking me about
what you expect from her any vlogs. What y'all need to tell her right now, y'all want to expect from her some very much content that's related to products, okay? Because we about to be pushing products for the girls because she about to be sponsored up, sponsored down. So tell her she need to be pushing P. That's what y'all want. Y'all want the Shein try-on hauls. Y'all want the hair tutorials featuring this company, that company. Tell her to push P, okay?
Okay.
That's what she gonna be pushing next, okay? Because I'm on her neck about it. She gonna be pushing P.
Maybe I'm definitely trying to get on it. As y'all saw before I opened up the live, we got into these roses. And once again, description is down below in the description box. Go ahead and put your order in, $25 off. Theliway is my code. So the site is there. But yeah, I just really been trying to organize my thoughts. I've been trying to organize how I feel, because we've had conversations where, I let you know what's going on with me mentally. And like I told you before we got on the live, I just can't fake kick it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't fake it. I'm not going to try to fake it. I genuinely love each and every single one of y'all. And I feel the support through the screen. And I just feel like I would be lame in hell to come on this camera knowing I feel like whatever and trying to kick it with y'all like, oh yeah, everything's great, and nothing's really wrong with me, but it's just like I'm going through my own things. And that's why like I am big on the affirmations and stuff, because regardless of dating, regardless of being married, regardless of like having a person there with you, at the end of the day, we came in this world by ourselves. We're going to leave by ourselves, and we got to have self-love. It got to start within yourself. And I just would not have felt right, but I just been trying to organize my thoughts. I appreciate y'all patience. The new year started and it didn't quite start how I wanted it to. And I think that was a little bit of a disappointment for me, but we're going to keep it P. We're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep it going.
We're definitely pushing P. And I, like I said to you before, a lot of times off camera, I'm very proud of you. Like I know how much work you do behind the scenes. Like don't think that she ain't doing nothing, y'all. She definitely be doing a lot of work. But it's a lot more. 2022, we claim it. We pushing P all 2022.
Okay.
And because I've been doing YouTube a lot longer than her, I just know how certain things go. So that's why when I come here, it's not like the like, oh, she not do it. She definitely is pushing P already, but that's what we're going to be doing. And I love to see that the responses are that's what they want. They want us to be pushing the P. And that's you're getting it. She definitely didn't win today. She has way more coming for y'all. For people who are asking me what's next for me, I'm gonna be pushing P tomorrow. Y'all gonna get the hair review on this hair tomorrow on my channel in the morning. And some more stuff like that. So 2022, we pushing P, and we're gonna be pushing cupping season because I think are we moving into a different direction soon or
Yeah, we heard through the grapevine that some girls is upset about sometimes, we get a little too spicy on here or whatever, and that's fine. I mean, if you can't sip the tea, it's too hot for you, baby, then don't sip it. But not for real though. I just, I feel like it's very important to be comfortable in our sexuality and our freedom to express ourselves and stuff. But we don't always have to talk about, getting too spicy and stuff. We can have these type of conversations like how we had tonight where we really just really lock in and figure out as women, I feel like we should come together and just empower each other to do better, be better, want better. And sometimes you have to hear from your neighbor, what's going on, and it gives you ideas and it helps you figure out like, okay, that's the kind of direction I'm going in. You might feel a little lost, or you might just need a little guidance, or you might need a little help or some friendly advice that just kind of pick you back up on your feet. So yeah, I definitely think that we're going to keep it going with it's cuffing season. The name might change, I don't know, but as of right now, I'm digging it. I enjoy these talks with y'all.
yes.
It feels good. Like I said, I feel like I enjoyed the no judgment zone. Like we really hit a lot of different topics, and I want to keep it going that way. So yeah.
Right.
But yeah, we definitely can keep the it's cuffing season. And then even if we do venture off and start doing other topics like hot topics and stuff, maybe we can have like a legit another episode name or something, or a different name to go under. But
Oh, right. So I get what you mean. Like if we do topics like about relationships, it's an episode on cupping season. But if we do a topic on something else, we just call it something else, like a
girl
different
talk or something, like regular girl talk or something.
Yeah.
So but yeah, I think we're all on the same page as far as like, the direction we want to go in. And I think we're all on the same page. We're trying to keep it as creative as possible and like having a good time, but keeping it real.
Yeah.
As always, so I hope everybody, enjoyed this chat with us tonight. It is going on 1:30 my time. I'm about to go check on Papa. We've been working on sleeping in our own beds recently because, baby, I'm tired of getting kicked in my back. You feel me? Like, be like, you trying to tussle? Dang.
Baby.
But we're getting there. We're getting there slowly but surely. But yeah, I hope everybody is doing wonderful as we're approaching February. That is Black History Month, Valentines, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have a few different things we can kind of play along with it and go off of, and I think it's gonna be fun. So I look forward to seeing y'all again real soon. Hopefully we're gonna see.
That's what I said, spooning season.
They said we got to plan something for Valentine's Day. We definitely got to figure out something, very much something.
And we got some things started for y'all too, because we have these new programs where we can do some games that like show up on the screen and y'all can play with us. So we're gonna be including those too. We have a lot of things coming for y'all. Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
Trust me. When we're not on camera, we're still working. We're still networking. We're still trying to figure out some things, trying to get all the kinks out and stuff. But best believe y'all are always on our mind. Trust and believe. But yeah, so that's all for tonight. My phone's about to die as well, so before it just cuts out on y'all. Oh, there it goes. See, 10%. Hope everybody has a great night, and as always, keep it cute.
We love y'all. Bye.
Love y'all.